Okay, on the next page we're going to use the skills we've just come across to convert between fractions and decimals, and then we're also going to add in percentages as well. Very easy addition to this little trio of things that we can make equivalents for. Right, so let's start with looking at the fractions of these shapes, which is shaded. So for fractions we want to have the overall amount on the denominator, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 sections there, and 7 of them are shaded. So we've got 7/10, and that's already a fraction out of 10, so it's very easy to turn into a decimal. We've got 7/10 there, so 7 in the tenths column. And the one thing we haven't seen yet is how to convert between a decimal and a percentage. And to do that, we just multiply by 100. Okay, so 0.7 becomes 70%. Okay, and the reason for that is because percent means out of 100. So what we're effectively doing is turning this into a fraction out of 100. And to do that, we've had to times everything by 10, denominator and numerator. So that's what we're doing there. Okay. In this square, we've got 100 little squares. So it's out of 100 already. And shaded in, we have 37. So 37 hundredths. Now, to write that as a decimal, I could have 0 in the tenths and then 37 in the hundredths column, but you probably realised already I can't put 37 in one column. Okay, so I'm going to put the 7 in there and the 3 in the tenth, so 0.37, and as a percentage, remember, just times by 100, so that's 37%. Or the other way to think of it, it's already 37 per 100, so 37% we can get from the fraction here. Okay, get back to tenths here. We've got 2/10 shaded in, and that will be equal to 0.2 because that's a 2 in the tenths column, and as a percentage that is 20%. Okay, this square has 100 little squares again, and we have 91 of them shaded in, so that's 0.91, and that's 91%. Number 5, we've got 5/10 shaded in. Now we might also choose to write that as a half, so that will simplify down, but either of those are correct. The decimal is 0.5, got 5 in the tenths, and the percent is 50%. And it says draw a diagram that represents 30%, so I'm just going to do it down here. So let's start with a rectangle. Rectangle is probably the easiest one to do. Where are we? I'm going to cut it into 10 parts. I'm going to start by cutting it in half, and then each of those halves into 5. Doesn't have to be perfect, just do it as best you can. Okay, and we want to shade in 30%, so we want to shade in 3/10. That's question 6. Number 7, 0.6, that is equal to 6/10. So doing exactly the same thing would be fine, but just shading in a different amount. So I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm going to use that again. Oops. And I'm just going to shade in 3 more. So I've got 6 of those 10 bits shaded in. There's 5, and there's 6. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.